What do you do?
I sell feet pics.
Feet pics?
Yeah, with Fun with Feet.
Fun with feet? Hope you're back again.
Everybody dreams about having a Mercedes until you get a super outrageous service bill. Some of these people even joke about selling feet pics in order to afford these cars. Let's get right to it. Let's go.
I just took my car to the shop because my check engine was on. And for those who don't know, I have a form, right? You drop it off on one thing, they come back with a recommendation for something else. You need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. The bill about $3K. What you mean 3K? What you mean 3K?
Not again.
Well, maybe I could sell my feet online. The Pics, that is, because I still haven't found a cartel that was hiring. Yeah, y'all call me back if y'all got some ideas, okay? Because I don't really want to sell it or shake it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see if Boozy still got that offer up. At least give me $1,000 for that.
See, people think it's funny until they get those bills, man. These Mercedes and BMWs, these foreign cars are no joke. You got to have your money right when you buy one of these cars.
My check engine light and my battery light came on the other day, and I was like, great. So I called the dealership, got an appointment for 10 o'clock today. I sat there for a few hours, whatever, it is what it is. But an hour being there, the mechanic sent me a video. I was like, oh, this is cool. He's like, all right, let's see what's happening. I was like, okay, let's see what's happening. He had my tires off. He's like, oh, look at the tires. The tires look good, but they're wearing uneven, so you're going to need an alignment. Okay. And then your front brakes look good, but your back brakes, you're probably going to need brakes soon because you're getting up to that 75,000 miles. So we're going to need to change those out. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about the problem. And I was like, that stuff wasn't the problem. Then why are we talking about it anyways? So then he goes to talk about like spark plugs, for the misfire. And I'm like, okay, so we're just changing spark plugs right now. Okay, good. That can't be too bad, right? So I went over to the lady. I was like, I got the video. So how much is this? What are we looking at? $875 to change spark plugs. What? She's like, yeah, it's about $250 for the parts. And then the rest is like fees and stuff and service. Almost $900 to change spark plugs. So anybody want feet pics, let me know, because I gotta pay $900 to get my spark plugs changed.
See, everybody joking about these feet pics, but that's what happens, man, when you get in a desperate situation. And it gets worse.
I actually drive a matte hot pink G-Wagon.
No, you don't.
G-Wagon.
I do.
And it's matte hot pink.
It's matte hot pink.
How much was it?
Rhinestoned.
No way. How much was it?
Maybe 150,000.
150K? What did you even do to make that much money?
There's this app called Fun with Fee, and you can make a lot of money off of it, and so that's what I put it straight towards. So I didn't even. I just signed my name.
I'm assuming your dogs were part of that.
They were a part of it.
Just take pictures of them and just
upload it.
Turn it into a
Fun
matte
with
pink G-Wagon with rhinestones.
And you can do that too.
That's crazy. People are resorting to anything to own these cars, man. That's unbelievable. At first, I thought this was a joke. But these females are actually out here selling pictures of their feet. That's crazy.
I was having issues with my Range Rover, right? So I had to go and get me a new car. So about 2 years ago, I got me a GLE 2024. And now my car is due for a service B. Why didn't you guys tell me that it was about $1,100 for this bitch? So I'm going for my service on Friday, and I'm already crying because it's $1,100.
So she went from a Range Rover to a Mercedes and surprised that the service bill is super high. What's the logic in it? Come on, you went from one bad car to the next one. Well, a high price car to the next one. I ain't gonna say bad. With Range Rovers, they unreliable, but you went from one expensive car to another one and surprised that the service bill is $1,100. Come on, people don't do their research, bro.
Can't go another day like this. It's the summertime, and yeah, we finna
in the world
snatch all this down, take it out, intensive.
So she going to get the roof. The roof is coming off the top of her Mercedes.
Hello. How
That's
much
crazy.
do you charge to tint a sunroof? I need to pull the fabric down and then let you tint it.
Cause looking like man, I ain't trying to do that. What?
Yeah, look, it won't even, see? It'll stop. So how can I just take this down? Cut, look at this. This look a mess.
That's crazy.
So I just want to take it down and I just want y'all to tint it. Yeah. I gotta just take this down first. You gonna help me do it?
Like, man, I ain't trying to do that. The dealership will charge a crazy amount to fix that. But that's what you face with when you own these foreign cars, man. Everything is expensive. That's why I keep making videos on this stuff. Because as you can see, people consistently acting surprised about how much it costs to maintain these cars, man. Never big joint. This is crazy, man. That's outrageous. So she ran into his car and he texted her about sending him feet pics. That's wild.
I just had to pay $400 to get my car fixed. So I might be responding to the sugar daddies in my inbox now. Yeah, I'm gonna be responding to you. And I might be on Feet Finders. Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, I think a lot of these girls are joking, but for real, it's a lot of them actually doing this stuff to maintain these cars. It's not, people aren't just mentioning this just to be funny all the time. I seriously believe that's what they're doing. I mean, it's obviously a real thing, but come on, you're gonna do that just to be able to fix the car? Like, that's crazy.
Repair bill in. How do you feel? Do you still feel like it's okay? It's just things breaking?
Area $870. Cross member 1,290. Lamp unit 2,200. Electro-pinion control unit 1,270. Steering gear cord charge 5,352. Exchange suspension strut 1,570. Steering gear cord charge 5,352. Exchange air suspension unit 1,570. Jordan towing $450.
You still stand by what you said.
Unharmed wife prices.
That's crazy.
So crazy expensive.
Them going broke to keep his wife happy.
Mercedes in the shop with 59,000 miles. Customer says check engine light is on. Scan for codes. P0442 evap leak. A small leak. Looks like they just filled up the gas tank right here. So let's see. Loose.
What?
Now we just clear the codes and light is now off. And since it is a Mercedes, we gotta charge Mercedes labor for this. Invoice for the customer.
7,000? That's crazy. Ain't no way, Slim. There's no way they charged them $7,000 to do that. There had to be more to this video they didn't record. $7,000? Man, that car they'll find that car somewhere. Bruh, there's no way. I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
I have a Mercedes GLC 300 and I only take my car to the dealership once per year. But my tire was leaking air. I didn't know why. When I took it to the dealership, I had a nail in it, so I had two options. The first option was to get a new tire, which would have been $389, or to see if they could patch it. They could patch it, so that's what I went with. To patch my tire, it was $70, so I paid $70 for the patch opposed to getting a new tire. And while I was there, I went ahead and got my inspection done. Like I said, I only take my car to the dealership once per year for the Schedule A or B. But it's these little things that you may not think about. Went to the dealership to get my tire patch, and that was $70 whole dollars. And yes, I paid it. But I just wanted to show this.
That's crazy. She went to the dealership to get her tire patched, bro. And they charged her $70. That's unreal. You can get that done for $20. Easy. That's what I'm saying. These dealerships, man, eventually I believe the dealer's gonna go away, man. Like, that's just crazy. They can't keep robbing people like that. That's unbelievable.
So I went to Mercedes to get my check engine light fixed. I got my car fixed, right? Spent $1,500 to fix the leak that was in my engine. Then I just got it back, and tell me why. Check engine light is on. Let me try not to freak out. I just got this car back. Wow. They said they fixed it. It should have been fixed. I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
That's crazy. She spent $1,500 to get something fixed. So now she has to go back to her dealership, because if she goes somewhere else and decides to go back to her main dealership, they may not cover it because they're going to say she already went somewhere else to have it looked at. And that may have caused the car to malfunction again. So that's why if you go to the dealership initially, you need to go straight back to the dealership, because they would do anything in their power to not cover things under warranty or to cover things that they say they previously fixed. That's how they play the games, guys. That's how they void warranties. But they won't tell you that. Or if you listen to your friends and say, oh, he could have took it to this mechanic up the street, he can fix it. You go up there and they can't fix it. and then you happen to tell your dealership that, they're gonna say, "Oh no, 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 you're gonna have to go back to them. They the one that caused this problem." Gotta be careful of that. So whatever decision you decide to make, you got to stick with it. And I say go back to the dealership if your car's under warranty. If it's under warranty.
So I got my Mercedes back.
Here we go, another one.
And the check engine light is on again.
Here we go.
They had it for 4 months, you guys. What did they do in 4 months? That they couldn't have fixed it. That the check engine light is on again. Like, I am so mad. I paid a ridiculous amount for this vehicle. They offered me half of what it's worth. Out of the 2.5 years that I've had it, they've had it for 10 of those months, if not more, because I didn't add the fewer days that they'd take it and say, oh no, it's fine. So I'm kind of at a loss. I followed all of the steps. They're not involved in the Ontario arbitration thing that people have suggested. Anything that people have suggested, Mercedes isn't in it. So I don't even know what to do. All as I know is my check engine light's back on. So
that's crazy. Now, she didn't mention if it was still under warranty. I'm assuming not. So she just had to find her a private mechanic and try to fix it. I mean, when she go back to the dealership, first of all, they're going to charge her a diagnostic fee, which is probably about $300. And there's no guarantee they're going to find out what's wrong with it. So, hey, I just hope people are ready when they decide to buy these type of cars. That's why I continue to make these videos, because it's endless proof that if you want to drive a foreign car, you got to have some money saved up or lease it or have a private mechanic that can work on it for you. Other than that, it's going to always be a problem, regardless of what it is, from tires to check engine lights to light bulbs. All that stuff is expensive, especially if you go to the dealership. So if you're in the market for a new car, get my checklist. Link is in the description. It's going to help save you a lot of money. And watch my videos. Go through my playlist and watch all my videos about having a foreign car, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. Or you got to have some kind of stash on the side for repairs, especially the people that like to ride around in the old ones. Because a lot of the old BMWs still look good. But if something go wrong, boy, oh boy, you in for a rude awakening. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.